Hello and welcome back to Let's Pick Up the Pieces, a segment dedicated to helping you navigate life challenges with resilience and grace, where faith meets healing and where broken places become sacred spaces of transformation. I'm your host, Venezuela Williams. Today, we're leaning into something practical, something honest, and something we all wrestle with at different seasons of our lives. Clearing clutter, clearing our minds, and creating real space for joy to take root. This is a moment in all of our journeys when we look around and realize the clutter is not just on the counter, in the closet, or buried in that drawer we keep avoiding. Sometimes the clutter sits quietly in our hearts, our thoughts, and our routines. It piles up slowly, almost unnoticeable, and then one day we feel it. We feel the weight of what we have been carrying. Clutter in any form steals space, and anything that steals space will eventually steal clarity. It will steal peace, it will steal joy. But here's the good news: clearing space is an act of grace towards yourself. It is a reset. It is an invitation to breathe again. When we talk about clearing clutter, we're really talking about making room for what matters most. Joy cannot grow in a space that is overcrowded by yesterday's worries, old emotions, or things we no longer need. Peace cannot rest in a room where everything feels loud, and purpose cannot thrive where distraction takes up too much space. I remember hearing someone say, "Your home often reflects your heart." And that hit me because sometimes the overflowing closet is not about clothes, it's not about emotional overflow. Sometimes the messy desk is not just paperwork, it is a sign that your mind has not had a moment to breathe. It is not about perfection, it is about permission. Permission to release what no longer creates space and peace. So let me share this truth with you. Clearing clutter is not about throwing things away. It is about making room for God to move. He cannot pour new blessings into hands that are full of old weight. He cannot place fresh joy in a space overflowing with remnants of worry. He cannot settle peace into a heart that has no room to rest. So today, we pick up the pieces in a different way. We pick them up to decide which pieces still belong and which pieces we are finally ready to release. I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, what is cluttering my life? Is it the physical items that remind you of old seasons you have outgrown? Is it the mental noise of self-doubt, overthinking, or trying to control outcomes? Is it the emotional clutter of unspoken hurt, unprocessed disappointment, or pressure you keep placing on yourself to do more or to be more? Whatever it is, you are not wrong for carrying it. You are human and you are growing. And growth is not just about adding new things, it is about releasing what no longer serves you. And this is where grace comes in. God does not shame us for clutter. He simply invites us to clear it so that His joy can take up residence again. Scripture tells us, "Create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me." That is not just a prayer, it is a releasing. It is saying, "God, remove the clutter, the noise, the weight I've been holding on to for so long. Make space in me so that you can see and I can see it clear. So let's talk about practical ways to begin this clearing process. Number one, start with one small space, not the whole house, not the whole closet, not all the emotions at once. One drawer, one corner, one memory, one habit. Progress grows best in pieces. Let that one space give you momentum. Number two, release what no longer reflects who you are becoming. If it belongs to an old version of you, let it go with grace. You are not who you used to be, and that is a beautiful truth. God is shaping you for more. Number three, replace clutter with intention. If you remove stress, replace it with stillness. If you remove doubt, replace it with affirmation. If you remove busyness, replace it with presence. If you remove old items, add gratitude for the space created. Number four, speak joy into the room. When you clear physical space, speak life into that space. When you clear emotional space, speak healing into that release. When you clear emotional, spiritual space, invite God to fill it. Joy needs room. Peace needs room. Healing needs room. When you create space, you create opportunity for God to pour in fresh strength. Now let's connect this to the heart of let's picking up the pieces. Picking up the pieces does not mean holding on to everything. Sometimes it means choosing only the pieces that help you grow. Sometimes it means laying down the pieces that have weighted you down for far too long. Clearing clutter is not just about an act of organization. It is an act of restoration. It is a step towards the joy you deserve. It is a step towards the lighter mind. It is a step towards a clearer path. It is a step towards the woman God is shaping you to be. This is your reminder that you do not have to carry everything. You do not have to keep it all. You do not have to hold on to what drains you. You can release with grace. You can let go without guilt. You can create room for joy because joy is meant to live here. And as we close, I want you to hold on to this truth. Clearing clutter is a form of healing. Creating space is a form of strength. Making room for joy is a form of gratitude. You are not just making space in your home, you are making space in your heart. You are not just clearing a room, you are clearing a path. And each step you take towards peace is a step that God honors. If this episode blessed you, share it with someone who might be carrying too much today. Encourage her to make space for joy. And don't forget to subscribe so that you will never miss any moment that we gather where we're picking up the pieces together. Until next time, make your space peaceful, your heart be light, and your joy have room to grow.